I got sick there. I got sick, I got typhus also. Because at night, we used to go into the camp from the kitchen. The kitchen was outside from the camp. I used to walk out, back to the camp for the night. So I got sick, typhus. I got it like everybody else. Typhus, if a louse goes on you and that's it, that's transmittable. So I got very sick, very high temperature, very dehydrated, no food, no water, no nothing, laying there in the dirt. I figured that's it. If we would not have been liberated another week or two, we wouldn't be here today. The British liberated us. They took me out like on their hands, and they put me into a hospital, and they brought me back to life. I was deaf, couldn't walk, and it took quite a while until we came back to ourselves. Some people died because they started to feed them with food and their stomach shrunk and they got dysentery and they died after the concentration camp because they were so hungry that they were grabbing anything they were able to get, and they died from it because their stomach was completely shrunk and they all got sick, dysentery, and that was it. And after that, I was in the hospital. After the hospital, they put us in military camps where the Nazis were having horses there and whatnot, who knows what, like barracks, to recuperate. And there, of course, came in already the Red Cross and wanted to know if we want to go to Sweden to recuperate. Some people had TB. They got TB in camp, so they took him there. The Swedish people were very kind to take in all those sick people. I didn't want to go. I said I have to go home once in my life to see if I have some siblings alive. And I signed up for the trip to go to Czechoslovakia. And we had to wait until the line came on. Everybody had, to wait for line when to go. So the British were very good to us. They gave us trucks, military trucks, and we were on those trucks. In the back they had a kitchen, a truck like a kitchen. They were cooking for us and helping us to cope with our tragedy. It wasn't easy. It was very tough to know that you had no more parents, nowhere to go. Finally, the Red Cross waited for us in Czechoslovakia, and they gave us a little booklet, and they gave us a little money, and they put us on a regular train. We were back like human beings. And that's how my life started without parents. I went back home. I find a sister and a brother. But my life was not the same. No more parents. No more anybody to take care of you. And I got married, I was very young, 16, because I had nobody to support me. Didn't stay in our house. I went way back to Czechoslovakia, near Prague. And there, life was not such a good life. After you lose your parents, you don't have anybody to help you. I wanted to go back to school. I didn't finish high school because I was thrown out because the Jewish people couldn't go to school. And that's, tough life. I went from Czechoslovakia to Israel to come to America because from Czechoslovakia was not easy. The communist country was very tough to get out. So I fled to Israel, and from Israel I came here. I prayed a lot in camp as a child. I prayed. I used to go out and just to look the sky and pray and say, God, why? Why you do this to us? Why? And just faith. When we were liberated, I was so sick, I didn't even know that I was liberated. I was too sick to know anything. I probably had 104 temperature. Too sick to know. And I guess willpower, who knows? God gives you the strength. God takes you and God gives you, on the other hand, He gives you the strength to survive. I mean, even your grandfather, he went through and he survived. And somehow, I don't know, we just do it. It's not because we want it, it's just survival. Samantha, you never forget. You live, you go on with life. I mean, I had 2 children and I was working. You go on with your life, but you can never forget. Never. The whole world should know that we were such an innocent people suffering. 6 million Jews were killed. 6 million. When I came into camp, there was gypsies with little children. They were killed just like us. Just like us. Yeah. They took them one night. They emptied out the whole camp. And they took them to the crematorium with the children, with everything. Yeah. That crematorium was burning day and night. Day and night. And the stench was unbearable. Horrible. Horrible, and we couldn't do anything. We were all with barbed wires surrounded. With electric barbed wires. Couldn't do anything. We couldn't run, we couldn't do nothing. You could do one thing, is kill yourself. That's all.
So what helped you survive? Was it faith?
What helped me to survive? I really, truly don't remember, because I know that I was crying a lot. Tremendous crying every day and every night, just crying for my parents. But, they put some stuff in your junk food, whatever. We had one bowl for 5 people, no spoon, no nothing. Mush, it's not really food, real food. It was like garbage, like you give for pigs. That food. And they put something in the food that you couldn't think. Your brain was not working. You couldn't even think that why you want to live, why you want to go on. We knew that the parents are burning there in the gas chambers. And we're never going to see them again. And who knows if we're going to be out again from this cage. But the brains were not working. Because if we would have been working, we would all gone to the barbed wires to kill ourselves. Not to continue life. For what? No clothes on your back, no food, no lodging, no nothing. You couldn't take a shower. They had outside showers. They had, excuse me, bathrooms like this whole building, latrinas, that you had to go. 100 people was in the same time in the bathroom. No dignity, no soap, no toothpaste, no toothbrush, no nothing, no hair. We looked like monkeys. We didn't have a mirror to see, but we looked each other, we saw each other, monkeys. No hair. I really, truly, you want to know? I don't know how we did it. Sometimes I'm thinking, I says, I really, truly don't know how I survived. 50 pounds I was when they liberated me. 50 pounds. A skeleton. They had to teach me how to walk. I was deaf. Couldn't hear. From the high temperature what I had. From the typhus. I was just not like a human being. They had to, bring me back. I mean, thank God for the British Army that they liberated us. They did the best they could. They didn't know what to do with us. People were starving, people were dying, people were sick. Where was the whole world? That's what I'm questioning. Where was the whole world that nobody did nothing? They should have bombed the tracks. They should have done something that the Nazis couldn't have taken those millions of people to the camp. They should have stopped it. Today, if anything happens in Biafra or in any place in the world, we know it and we want to stop it. But those days, where was the whole world? Nobody stopped. Nobody did nothing. They just let them kill. What did we do? We didn't do nothing bad. We didn't kill anybody. We didn't do war, anything. We were like any normal human being. And why? I'm asking why? Why does this have to happen to us? Why? Why this had to happen to us? Why they took little babies and threw them straight in the fire like a ball? What that baby do? They threw it just right, and played like with a ball. Throw it in the fire. Or throw it in the air and shot it. Why? Because they were animals, not human beings. I call the German race animals. You can't find nothing in my house that it's made in Germany. I wouldn't. Now, why did they do this to us? I know why it's a crooked word, crooked letter. But I'm still saying, why did it have to happen? Why nobody said anything? We didn't do anything bad. We were not murderers, we were not killing, we were not doing bad. Everybody mind their own business, everybody with their family, worked hard and made a living. They didn't look for trouble. They just plain simple came and took you out from your home and took everything away. Not even everything but your life.